I've heard a lot about these last 3 songs on the mixtape, and I don't even know if I'm ready. Like, mentally, I don't know if I'm ready. I've been told that one of the songs is incredibly dark, the other 2 are very sad. I have no idea. I've really really enjoyed this mixtape, but I have no idea how it's gonna finish out, and I think that's what scares me the most. But I'm excited because, one, this is the ending of this mixtape, and who knows what's gonna happen next. We don't know if JK is gonna drop one, if Tay's gonna drop one. No one knows anything at this moment, and it's freaking me out because, for anyone who doesn't know, by the way, I will be seeing them 2 different days in December, and we're not even going to talk about that. We're not even going to go there. You know what? Because it's already too much to handle. So, you know what? We're just going to focus on what we're listening to today. Again, we have 3 songs left to listen to. The first one is Hasul. It says drinking solo. I think that's how you pronounce it, Hasul? I don't know. Followed by the interlude Set Me Free, and then Dear My Friend. This is featuring Kim Jong-won of Neil. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. You let me know. But yeah, anyway, we are gonna do this. Let me make sure everything's ready though. Let's make sure we're recording, because, well, that is important. We are. Let's go ahead and pull up the first song, which is the Hansul. Again, pronunciation is not my forte. If I am not pronouncing it right, you let me know. We also are using lyric videos as we have for all the other parts, so if anything is wrong, obviously in this moment I will not know. So if you do see something that has been mistranslated, please let me know down in the comments. But yes, we're gonna do this. Let's make sure the volume is okay though. Oh, it's actually kind of loud, so you know what, I feel like we'll be fine. Let's go ahead and do this. So I'm actually really nervous. I don't know why I'm so nervous, but you know what, it'll be fine. Let's do this. Let's go. Okay, let's do this. It sounds almost like people are like a child, like talking, but everything's being muffled and like layered and filtered. Interesting. Oh, by the way, I was told to put the lyrics on for the first video because I guess there's like kind of like muffled layered parts that the creator did try to translate. I have no idea if this is accurate either, so just keep that in mind. But yes, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go back. Okay, hold on, sorry. It's giving me a darker aesthetic. Okay. Again. How that doing is bad. Okay. Sorry, hold on. Okay. I mean, whoa, 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 I'm going back. Darker part. That's it. That's it. I feel like that went by very, very fast. I feel like having that more muffled, kind of darker undertone part in the beginning, the middle, and the end, just it gave the entire song almost, not necessarily darker, but almost tired feeling. A feeling of literally just repeating the same cycle, the same busy schedule, the same exhausting days over and over again, where you're just tired. And that's what I feel as I was listening to this song. I felt tired. I felt like I was just continuously being pulled, and him taking that moment back to have a drink, and where he was talking about how he didn't want anything on his stomach because the drink was finally kicking in, so let's be honest with my life, and him kind of just laying things out. It's a different perspective to get to see things through. And I've mentioned this before, and who knows how many other mixtape videos, that this is something I actually really love about the mixtapes, is that it's their chance to be honest and real, and to kind of put how they're feeling, how they felt, everything they've kind of built up out there in a very creative and almost beautiful outlet, because not only are they feeling this, but you can look at it from a viewer's perspective and be like, I'm also feeling that. It may not be to the same degree, yes, but you can also relate to it in some way, shape, or form. That's how a lot of people connect with the artist in which they love. That's how I connect with the artist, finding bits and pieces that I can relate to and kind of almost bonding over that. And I honestly, I felt like this was another version of that, another version of him being honest with expressing how he's felt, how he feels. And it's not what I was anticipating. I mean, not at all, honestly, but it fits in with the, just, I guess, the vibe in which the mixtape was going through. If I call it an album, by the way, I've been doing that. I understand it's a mixtape, I know, just ignore that. But yeah, I was not ready for that. So there's that. We're gonna go ahead and move over to the interlude now. Again, this is titled Set Me Free. I have no idea at this point. I really don't, but let's see what happens. Okay. It's pretty hearing the birds. no, we're going back up. This, my day is spent crawling on the floor, and another is spent flying in the blue sky. As in flying around, moving from one place to the next, because we have to keep in mind, even though yes, we're still in a pandemic and restrictions are starting to light up, think about how much they were traveling before, all of this happened. They spent a lot of their times in the air as much as they did on the ground, basically just going from one place to the next and keeping their schedules very, very busy. And this just I don't know. Keep having the bird trips in the background. I guitar coming in the background. Here. Set me free. And again, I hear the birds. Whoa. I feel like I need to cry, and I'm not quite sure why. Like I literally have tears building up in my eyes, but I can't quite decipher why I feel like I need to cry. The act of being want to be set free is one thing, and then you have the birds chirping in the background. Birds are honestly the most freest being out there. They have the ability to move from one place to the next with no burdens, no restrictions. It's honestly it's quite amazing, and a lot of people have that feeling that when they get into a situation in which they can't quite control, or that they feel is very much like a negative impact on them, they want to be set free. Like a bird, they want to be able to leave and come back if they need to. They want to be able to move around, and to have that feeling is kind of sad, because it means that you're in the moment, you're in a position in which you feel like you need to be set free. And again, it's one more thing that so many people can relate to, that the way that he's able to word everything and kind of just frame it within the music, it gives you a sense of acceptance, but also a sense of loneliness at the same time. It's honestly, it's quite extraordinary, really, when you sit and think about the entire thing. So I have no words. I genuinely don't. Wow, okay, so there's that. We're gonna move on to our last song, which is Dear My Friend. Again, this is featuring Kim Jongwon of Neil. I have no idea if I pronounced that right, so if I did not, you let me know. Anyway, let's do this. Let's go. That's beautiful. Excuse me.
전에 기억해 함께였었던 지난 날 빌딩으로 함께 놀러갔었던 우리 시간과 수많은 날 둘이면 세상도 무섭지 않아 말았던
that bit of remembrance that as we walked together, we said the world wasn't so scary because we were together, and now we're walking in different paths. Having that remembrance, having that recollection, wow, words are hard. The recollection that we're having here, looking at past memories, God. I don't even know where to begin. I really don't. Like, I literally feel like I am about to cry. Those feelings of resentment, those feelings of what could I have done? What could we have done differently? What events could I have jumped to disrupt the timeline that got us to where we are, to have that feeling that I hate you, I hate you, but I still miss you. To have that growing apart feeling where you're left with nothing but wonder. You're left with thoughts of what could have been different, what could have changed, what could we have done different, what could have I have done different. It's such a sad and honestly very, very heartbreaking mindset, because so many people have gone through that, maybe with love or friendship or even family, things in which you don't quite understand those moments, and then when you do finally come face to face, you realize that person that you did love, that you cared for, is not the same person that's standing in front of you. Things have changed, people have changed, and because of that, you don't really know where to go from there. And it's the way that it was formed in this song, the way that everything was strung together, the piano in the beginning, the piano at the end, the vocals, Yoongi coming in, it honestly, my heart is broken. I feel like my heart is broken, but I have no idea. Wow.